However, I did not set boundaries out of hatred. I did not set boundaries out of resentment. I set boundaries because I care about my wife. I care about my child, and I care about what we're allowing into bubble, our protective bubble, right? And so by doing that, I have the clarity. I know that that's where God wants me to be, is protecting myself, my heart, my wife, her heart, my child, his well-being. And so being free from that anger, being free from that resentment, all while still setting those boundaries, it's hard to get to that point. And we've talked about it before. It almost feels like a loss of a family member or a friend whenever you set boundaries and they disrespect it. But that's where a good place to be is, right? Like I'm leaning on discernment. I'm leaning on discernment of something greater than myself instead of just running off of my emotions. Okay. And so when you have that purpose, when you gain that knowledge from God, you're able to walk, and it's a not necessarily like an arrogant, I'm bowing my chest kind of thing, but I'm able to walk more freely in that and saying, okay, I set these boundaries. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm going to keep moving forward. And maybe I've said it before. Maybe it's just because I say it in my head all the time, like setting boundaries, with my dad, as toxic as he is, or my mom, as toxic as she is. Like, I don't hate them. I still want them to eat. You're just not going to do it at my damn table. I still want you to eat. I still want you to thrive and be good, but you're just not going to do it around me. Like, good luck. See ya. And and I cannot tell you, in the midst of having a child, setting those boundaries, as difficult as it has been so freeing for my wife and I. Like, we just talked about it today. It's so freeing that we are able to have the self-awareness enough to be able to do that. And it's difficult. It's not out of hatred. We don't stew about it. We don't sit around and we're pissed off all day. It's just this beautiful freedom of like, okay, now we can focus on us. Now we got that garbage out. Now we got the harmful whatever it is out of our environment. We can now thrive. It's beautiful. So what are boundaries? What do they look like? I'm just going to give you a definition that I kind of put together based on a bunch of different sources. But boundaries are knowing what you want or expect from people in your life, and knowing what you'll accept from others, and then clearly and concisely and calmly, that's a big one, stating those ground rules. Clearly, concisely, and calmly stating those ground rules. So if you're coming at it out of anger, out of frustration, and you're F this, F that, and you're trying to hurt people with the boundaries that you're setting, that's not going to be effective, and it doesn't help you at all.